Hello and welcome to the Pen and Paper Pod. Everyone, how are you doing this week? Are you ready to return back to the world of Revon Gothica and see if you can save poor Jacob? I really regret calling him a cobcorn. I know that we did that on the fly because Jacob was just not an elven enough name, but I have literally dreaded saying Jacob's name all week from when I just came up with it on the fly. So DM regrets, they happen. Welcome back to the world of the Pen and Paper Pod. Everybody, I just want to go down. Let's go down to the call line. We're going to do a rundown in just a minute here. But first up, just our players this week are, of course, Sikes, the Genie Warlock. How are you, Sikes?
Oh, amazing, Jack. How are you?
I bought a house,
Fuck yeah, dude.
That happened. I don't know how to feel about it. It's really stressful because I lowballed them and they accepted it because they're Californians and they don't care about money. No offense, Liv and Alpha. I love you guys both, but it's true. I'm joking. And obviously you guys care about money. I mean, but they are, tech Californians. They're like, whatever, I don't care. And they left and we were like, we didn't expect to get it. Now we have to move houses. So that's been my week, but it's good. We're also joined by Silver, our Death Grave Cleric. Played by Chesh.
Yeah, just Grave Cleric, but yeah.
I'm working on the thingy. I realized as soon as I began to, there was a lot. Chesh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I will
you're
fix
fine.
it. I promise. As a matter of honor, I promise I will fix this eventually. Good God, I knew I was forgetting some stuff. Anyways, we are also joined here by Sniff, the Tortle gunfighter, played by Justin, who is literally the only person keeping me on track for life in the past week. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. If you could continue to run my work so I don't have to do any work on Twitch, because I am apparently old and I needed a 26-year-old man to run Twitch for me because I'm just too old. I DM properly, but I'm not with the kids, it's just not how that works, so it's just not working out for me. So yeah. Speaking of people too young to be alive, Savannah just rolled out of her, her parents this morning. How are you, Savannah? Our shifter rogue played by Ange, of course. This is so gross. I regret it. I was trying to free ball make jokes here, and I was immediately I grossed myself out. How are you? I love the ears. They are perfection.
Thanks. You can kind of see them. They're hiding.
No, they're good. They're good. I like them. They're good. They're good. It plays to type, and it's gonna be good. And of course we have again our old fogey, which it's really. How old are you, Karina? Sorry, you don't actually have to tell me that. I just asked a woman what her age is, which is super awkward. Apparently, I don't know. It's that's an old Southern thing where you don't ask. I don't care.
Me? Or my character?
At least 1,000.
At least 1,000. Rounding down.
All right, just real quick, we're getting a little bit of double audio between Max and Karina. I just want to give you a heads up. You guys might want to try to mute off each other just a little bit. I'm picking up a Karina through Max just a little bit after Image. Sorry, guys, but don't worry about it. But you're awesome, Karina. I'm very excited. She's playing Liv, our ancient elf cleric, whose unknown god is giving her power. And then, of course, I guess it's still so early in the game, only 4 episodes in. We don't know barely any of the backstory of any of these characters, so it's hard to introduce you guys. And then, of course, we have Alpha, our wolf monk. How are you, Alpha?
I'm doing good. I had a realization about my character the other day that as an old wolf, only really be 14. So definitely by far the youngest out of anyone.
That's right, because you literally have to be a baby. Oh, that's disturbing. That's disturbing.
But I mean, my character is going to be an adult.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the thing though. If anybody is in the party, if there's any sort of critical role style relationships that develop, somebody's going to be a pedophile, and I am so excited for it. I'm gonna penning that, making a note, and then we're gonna deal with that later. I will call the cops on my own podcast. I'm just joking. Yeah, everybody, welcome to the Pen and Paper Pod. We're gonna get started this week. I guess I hadn't asked anybody, but does anyone want to try to recap what happened in the last session? For advantage. I know.
My memory, it goes in and out.
Yeah, that's a great excuse. That's a great excuse for Liv. I'm just saying. But yeah, first up, I guess if I have no takers at this time, I will take the onerous task myself. But first off, I do want to say, previously, our Outlanders have come to the world of Revon Gothica. They were killed in their previous lives and have been sent to this world, upon which they have arrived on a crackly beach and managed to ascend the beach to fight a cardinal beast, an undead minotaur, which they were able to slay, upon which they met two emissaries of a dark death crow god who has sent them to Revon to destroy the 4 cardinal beasts to restore order to the land. Slightly doubting this outcome, our adventurers continued on their way, encountering the leftover of a werewolf attack on a cart where they met a young boy named Jacob. They managed to rescue Jacob while also, I believe, Justin was rifling through his parents' belongings. Thank you, Sniff. That was just like right on. Oh, it's just, that's just amazing. They also discovered that the boy had been infected by a werewolf and suspect as much, and vaguely debated murdering him. They also put him in the way of danger on multiple occasions. Like, you are all just, like, a bad people in my book. Maybe, like not Savannah and Silver. Like, Savannah and Silver are, like, the only two that were, like, basically nice to the boy and were, like, questioning it. Because I think everybody else, including Liv, the life cleric, was like, oh, yeah, let's just, like, feed the child or, like, murder him. It's totally cool. Your god will be cool with that, Liv. Just, cool. Yeah, but you guys proceed on your adventure. You encountered 3 witches who gave you some interesting knowledge. I hope you guys took notes about that, because I'm not going to remind you about that. That's the kind of thing when witches give you prophecy, I hope you guys take good notes. Proceeding after that, you proceeded down the road where you encountered a lady with a wagon who sold you all sorts of clothes and sundries and goods. You proceeded past that where you encountered bandits who stripped off their clothes and gave them to you after you guys made a deal where you gave them 10 gold, most of your gold, and so they went away and didn't attack you. And now I believe you guys had a long rest overnight. Being as on the previous day. Oh, and before we begin, I want to do one more note. Make sure to check out D&D Divination. I will fix this thing on the thing. You can check out. I had a really lovely shirt, which is 100% downstairs and not within easy reach, and it wouldn't have mattered because it was on a green screen. But you can see the shirts here. I highly recommend the, what is it? The, because I'm a Wood Elf bitch. That's my favorite shirt that Karina's made so far. I'm going to be releasing, I think, some more art. I'm going to get some more art eventually done for this season of the cast. I'm actually very excited. I want to talk about art styles with you guys and see what you guys would like. I'm going to go a little bit cheaper because there's 6 of you, and it's a little. I don't think we could do what we may have done in previous seasons with some of the art because it gets really expensive. we'll talk about it. But for right now, go ahead and check out D&D Divinations, and let's proceed. You guys find yourself in a campsite. Let me just pull this. First off, let's turn off the chill music. Got your campfire going, and you guys find yourself in the camp area. I believe you guys slept overnight, so if you want to take a long rest. But now the question is, I want to know what you guys did after you had the bandit encounter, and how did you do to, like, make a nice camp? Because you guys, I believe you have some good rations, you have some moldy rations. What did you guys eat? Where did you sleep? You guys didn't have bedrolls. There's
we do have bedrolls. We have 3 bedrolls and 3 blankets, so we have at least some comfort.
And we all got pelts from the beach too.
You do.
Yep, and we all have pelts.
That's correct. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. This is where you got to correct your DM. I appreciate it. Inventory be what it be. So overnight there's like a light rainstorm. Who gets what blanket and who gets what? Because there's 7 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we have the giant
blanket.
I mean, I just get into my shell.
Yeah, I can sleep on the gourd.
Oh,
There you go.
God damn.
I'm gonna give a bedroll to the boy.
Yeah,
Whoa.
very nice.
We should discuss this.
Wait a
grab
minute,
the blanket.
bedroll?
He only tasted like half of it. Why does he get a whole bedroll?
You guys can snuggle.
Oh.
I
Papa Wolf.
guess I can forage for some cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think there's enough bedrolls, no? 1, 2, 3.
We have enough blankets and stuff, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take
yeah.
a bedroll as well, and I have an extra blanket, so I'll toss one over to you.
Yeah, I'll take a blanket. I'll just burrito myself in.
And I'm an elf, so I just kind of wrap it around me as I sit in my trance.
There's one extra bedroll, so Silver, you can have one too. I'll hand one to you.
I appreciate the kindness, Savannah, but it would be lost on me. I would be better off like our friend Liv with a blanket.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up the gourd and put it on top of a bedroll and be like,
Yes.
So,
luxury.
Sikes, I guess one of the things I really want to know is like, is it like a Pokeball situation where you're in there? Like,
Oh,
do you
it's
feel people
fun-
touch your?
it's-
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. It does have a great description. There are columns and fur pillows like everywhere, along with some nice drapery and then some nice towel, like big old things on the wall, tapestries. Yeah, it's pretty spacious and nice. Imagine like a hookah bar.
I did not
Oh,
think,
nice.
when I was doing like my Domain of Dread thing, I didn't think through you having your own portable fucking house like Sikes.
And I didn't say this to everyone, but it can bring people that I'm wearing. We're sharing like a sleeve and a cloak. I'm technically wearing your sleeve, bringing that in with me. Just saying.
That's
really?
That's a DM argument we're gonna have later. Let's go.
Bring it on.
I'm ready.
It's like
I love
a
it.
tiny hut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
is a
have,
tiny
I
hut.
have never argued with another DM that I enjoyed arguing with more than Tanner, because I feel like he's more annoyed by me than I am by him, because I love Tanner.
Not at all, dude.
Oh, I love you. When I was lucky, there was some. I feel like I annoy you as lucky. As long as I'm not lucky, maybe that's cool. Oh, hold on. Let's post this here. There we go.
Yeah. Open invitation if anyone wants to come with me into the board. Until the DM says otherwise.
I will allow one person into the gourd tonight.
Okay.
That sounds terrifying. I'm not sure I want to go into the gourd. I'm gonna put my bedroll on the opposite side after I hear the invitation into gourds.
I'll go hang out in the gourd. I mean, I've already traveled into a new world, so why not explore another one?
Yeah, Alpha, let me show you around, man. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
So it's like at least 20 feet around. A lot of spaces, store pillows.
Spacious. Yeah.
All
I
right.
was thinking about bringing out some posters somewhere.
So I just want to get this down. Sikes and Alpha are inside the gourd. The child has a bedroll. Liv, you have a bedroll, correct?
No, and just a blanket.
Just a blanket for
Because
Liv.
I sit in my trance.
Oh, that's right. Savannah, you have a bedroll, and Sniff, you are inside your shell as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
From
Yeah.
inside my shell, I just yell, "There's only room for one in my shell."
Sniff, my question is, during this long rest, are you going to be doing anything to prepare substances?
I believe I did that before we all yesterday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hold on one moment, guys. Sorry, just organizing a couple of thingy-majigger-bams. That's technical term, you know. My brain is exploding. Anyways, okay, cool. God damn it. Sorry, guys. This is one of those things you should cut out, Tanner. Anyways, Gord. Okay, yeah, Karina, Gord life. I'll appreciate it. All right, everybody. So as you're continuing along, yeah, you guys are all gonna be, depending on the doesn't make a kitchenette. Do you have a Gord? I love it. Gordon Ramsay. Perfect. That's perfect. I love it. Does it actually have food preparation stations inside Sikes? Is that a thing?
I know. Just a living space.
All right, perfect. Okay, so as you go inside your gourd, the methodology in which you sleep, and even if you don't technically sleep, your living experience affects your overall how you experience day to day. So even Silver, you don't like, as far as I could tell, you still eat and experience life, correct? You don't need to eat.
I do not need to eat food or
Gotcha.
sleep.
But do you? That's my question. Because it says you don't need to, but do you? That's a good question.
Probably not. Like, if Silver doesn't need to, he's not one to, like, indulge in what he might view for himself as, like, frivolities. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't need it, I'm not gonna, you know?
Yeah. Overnight, there's a light rainstorm that comes down. Silver, Savannah, and Liv, you guys are kind of soaked through. Savannah, you're inside your bedroll, so you're kind of okay. Silver, I mean, it's annoying. You still get wet, you know? Like, it's still slightly unpleasant. Liv, same sort of thing. You're in your trance, you don't move, but, like, it's unpleasant. And Sniff, you don't give a shit. By the morning, with the cover, Sniff, you guys, and also, who ate what? That's a good question. Silver didn't eat anything. Who's eating what?
I'll do a mix of moldy and fresh. That way we can work through without, like, being too dependent on the old stuff.
Okay, anyone else want to copy him? Obviously not
Yeah,
Silver.
that seems like a smart idea.
Yeah.
You all eat a little bit of Moldy Ship's biscuits and some of the nice rations from Jacob's parents' cart. Sikes, do you agree? You don't have...
Yeah. I asked Alvin for some of that too.
Yeah.
Moldy and fresh.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
mix them together, it's not that bad.
That's totally
Right.
how diseases work. Anyway, no, just joking. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you don't really have, like, a great meal. It's trail rations. But Sikes and Alpha, the inside of the gourd is quite nice. You're bedded down on lovely pillows, and you, on the next morning, are going to be able to make a charisma saving throw. Actually, I think Sniff is as well inside his shell. Go ahead and make
He
a
doesn't have
charisma.
throw pillows. Just kidding.
He doesn't. But I'm gonna accept that Sniff
Charisma
is,
saving.
if I'm giving it to the gourd, I gotta give it to the shell. The shell's gotta be like that. Shell sounds comfy, you know. That sounds comfy,
It's
right?
comfy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a nat, baby. Nat 20.
Very comfy shell.
I got an 18.
Okay,
I've only
that's,
lived in this shell my entire life.
So Alpha, Tanner, and Sniff. Alpha, you're gonna take 1 point of sanity back, and Sikes and Sniff, you're both gonna take 5 points of sanity back.
Oh.
I'm already at 75. Damn it.
Yeah. So doesn't matter. Savannah, Liv, Silver, you do not get to make the save. You were partially exposed to the elements, and as far as, even if you don't need it, Silver, I still think ultimately, like, your quality of existence, like, you gotta admit that Silver would probably prefer to be indoors during a rainstorm, correct? Okay, all right, well, we'll if you have issues with this, we'll talk off air. But for right now, the existing purposes is, it's a very unpleasant forest, and you guys have been attacked once this night by bandits. It's concerning. All right, you guys wake on the morrow, and the day is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Pop out of the gourd.
Yeah, let's exit the gourd. Would I get stuck in there?
Alpha behind, yeah.
Yeah. How does that work?
Actually, can he exit your gourd willingly, or can you just, like, can you trap? This is important.
No.
Like, you want to establish this if you want to trap a monster.
He has to go through me. So I mean, like, he can come with me to get out, but I can't leave him there. I can leave stuff into the gourd and retrieve it later.
Because oxygen doesn't continue to survive inside the gourd, so, like, he would suffocate to death, wouldn't he?
That's a good question. Leave it up to you. I don't think it's described in the thing.
For the purposes of this, because before we start murdering people with your gourd, you pop out with Alpha, and we have there's so many questions just off the bat from the beginning of this session that I have, because all of you have, like, sleep stuff, which is, it's almost like you knew that I was gonna have it be a sanity-based encounter. I don't know, like, I didn't think I hinted that much, but I mean, it's great, you know, it's good. I have not been able to disturb you as much as I wanted to, but don't worry, the horrors await. What do you guys do?
Yeah, pop out of the gourd and say, "How did everyone sleep? Where's the boy?" These clothes are so rusty.
Yeah. You see that the boy in the middle of the night has gone over and cuddled up between, I think, next to Savannah, if I had to guess. Since she's the only one that's done, like, a really good charisma save on him. Charisma check.
Aww.
So he's just, like, cuddled up there. He's like, whoa!
Boy is here.
Oh, good. We found the boy.
One more night.
No. I would like to take one person to go assist me in gathering some more wolfsbane, since it seemed to do the trick last time.
I will go with you, but perhaps we not rub it on the afflicted. I'm sure you will agree.
Agreed.
I have a plan. Don't worry, guys.
I'll come too.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's a party.
Alpha, give me a survival with advantage from your help.
23.
You're able to probably come up with like a bushel of wolfsbane. Easy.
Well, I mean, I'm not touching it. Someone else can go gather it.
You
I just point to the
your
wolfsbane,
party
like,
members
yeah.
if they want to grab it, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Sniff, would you like to split it with me? Perhaps it'd be best if we all had some.
Yeah, I'll take some of it as well. Can I look for licorice root as well?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a survival. If you tell people, they can help.
Yeah, and we had a conversation about what I'm looking for, just not really why I'm looking for it.
That works.
14. 10 on the die, plus 4.
I'll happily assist.
Yeah, so 14, and then sorry, did you roll a 4? I didn't see it pop up actually.
I'll roll a second. That was only one. Okay, and then the second one was a 7 plus 11, or 7 plus 4. So
they're
11.
not coming through into roll 20. Just a heads up, but I see them in D&D Beyond. Oh yeah, no, they're. Oh wow, there we go. 14 and 11. Yeah, you're able to find you're able to find one small run of licorice root. Yeah.
All right, I hang it from the back of my shell.
Hold on,
That's all I
guys.
want to do.
Yeah.
Just having a little bit of trouble, and I apologize.
Yeah. Like helps Sniff guy at licorice root. I'm just gonna sit down and relax until we decide to move.
Yeah, man, spending that evening in the gourd was very relaxing. I'm used to sleeping on the forest floor, and man, that was luxury.
It's always been like that, you know. I'm glad you could experience the life of like the finer things before we die again.
Yeah.
Are there any small animals skittering around us as we pets about in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can hunt for animals all you want.
Liv is gonna go hunting for some small to medium-sized animals close to camp.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
I'll assist you in the hunt.
Savannah.
I got a 5. My eyes aren't quite what they used to be. Let me try again. A 6. It's a little clearer now.
Y'all come across
It's the chainmail.
You actually get very lucky, and you come upon like a unicorn bunny, which is, I forget what the term for it is, but it's this beautiful, like, just fat creature, and you look over at it, and you're like, oh yes, and you're just like, how are you hunting with it? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna shoot it, Liv? Are you gonna literally use the power of your god to fry this bunny?
Oh yes, I was going to hit it with Sacred Flame.
All right. As you cast Sacred Flame, your magic just doesn't fizzle out. Like, it's just like, nah, brah, we're not attacking this unicorn buddy. And then it runs, and then Savannah tosses a knife over your shoulder, trying to get past you, and it hits the bunny spins around real fast and deflects it with its horn, and then dashes off into a bush.
Feisty little bunny.
I know, right? You think that bunny is very fast, and that horn was very sharp. If it ran at you, it would not be great.
He can survive for today.
Okay. You guys come back empty-handed.
After we are all gathered back, I think we should probably pack up and start moving out, yeah?
Yeah, we should try and get close to town as possible.
One more day.
Good. Yeah. Hopefully we can make some good pace and avoid some more bandits and get there by evening.
We'll roll up all the bedrolls and pack all the blankets.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't leave anything important behind. All the biscuit crumbs in the bag. Still have biscuits, guys.
We have rations. We're gonna make it.
Sure you are. Yeah, you guys proceed down the trail. Guys, the trail's going to start to get a little bit like harder to see as you go along. People, give me a how should I put this? Give me a somebody give me a survival check, and I suppose people can help you if you like. So pick your person who's going to be leading the group, which is, I suppose, a discussion you guys should have.
I can.
And I'll help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alpha, give me a survival check with advantage.
14.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah, it's not that bad. After a while, you guys come upon, you're going to be coming upon... You come upon a clearing that seems to be cleared out. Well, a clearing is obviously being cleared out of trees on all sides. And in the middle of the clearing, there seems to be a cobblestone, an old structure that's just been in the ground. The structure around it seems to have been crushed and it's been dilapidated, and all the stones are on the ground. So it's just stones spread out across a little glade area where the glade seems to be reclaiming the stones. And you see in the center there is a well-like structure with crossbars over the top of the well, and the water is actually above, just coming up and lapping above the crossbars and then coming back down, and kind of this slow, undulating movement. And there seems to be some sigilry or some writing that's carved into the rim of the well.
Can anyone make that out?
Sikes, can you read arcane writing?
Nope. Barely. I specialize in one spell and one spell only.
Is that the spell that's on the thing?
Blue check. No.
Okay. Worth a check.
Yeah, this appears to be, hold on one second here. Let me see. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Wait.
Let's go.
Alpha. Why does the wolf boy from the forest know Sylvan? Actually, that's a good question. That's actually a fair point. Do you actually know Sylvan?
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Do you actually know Sylvan?
Yeah, and Primordial. I know the languages of the forest and nature.
Alright, I got nothing. That's fine. Yeah. Do you want to read it?
Sure, I'll do this read action, as you call it.
So you approach the well. Do you approach the well? Sorry, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm a normal person.
I'll approach the well. I mean, I'd like to sniff around and see if any of the area has been disturbed. But yeah, I'll approach cautiously.
Yeah, you approach the well. As you come upon it, you see that there is a person. There is a person floating in the well whose fingers are just coming up just above the bars, and it appears that they were holding onto the bars. They are trapped inside the well.
I think we should not get our blood in this body of water.
Yeah, this feels not holy.
Or maybe a trap.
Yeah.
A constant respawn of death.
So, good point. Holy shit, do you think this is an Outlander and this is what they do to him?
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
do.
Oh my god.
Should we try and rescue it?
Well, let's try to read what it says first.
Okay.
You're able to approach. Go ahead. Sylvan.
Jack, while he's like approaching the well to like read the writing, can I cast Detect Evil and Good?
Yes, you may.
It does not have a material component. It is just verbal and somatic.
Correct. Are you ritual casting it, or is it just like, are you using a slot?
If the party will give me time, I would like to ritual cast it.
10 minutes, right? I think. Perfect. Yeah. So you
Yes,
settle
indeed.
down. It's gonna give him time to read the well, and we'll circle back to that. So that is interesting.
While
it's always
she's casting,
interesting. It's always interesting to try to figure out like what is evil and good in D&D, but like let's go. Liv, go ahead.
if she sits down to ritual cast, Liv is gonna sit down next to her and ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Okay. Hold on one moment. Okay, yeah, okay. Alpha, you approach the well. You see that there is a man listlessly floating in the water. His eyes just look very, very far away. You're reminded of the pirate captain that you saw in the bed on the beach. And you see written around the edge of the well, "Here lies the Outlanders that dare to defy the love of our God.
Knew it. I knew it.
Death is a gift, and those that would deny it deserve but the horror of their own torment."
Okay, I'd like to make myself known to the man and ask him how long he's been in there, and if
he looks like a dead bot. Like he's just
coma,
like, you see
yeah.
the like air bubbles coming out of him. He's just there. He's just comatose, and he's drowning. Like, because he can't get his mouth above water because the bars are just below the water level. So he literally can't get his mouth above water.
Oh, okay.
We should try to remove the bars.
I think he's gone.
Died a number of times while doing this. He must have been here long before we showed up.
Yeah.
Oop, sorry.
I think as nice as it would be to help him out, we really do need to get into town. I don't want to be caught outside of town if we suspect what we suspect.
Mm-hmm. And right.
State for the record what you suspect is happening here.
Well, I feel solidified in my convictions to use the town as a check to see if this boy is a werewolf.
Okay. That was not the conviction I thought you'd take away from this, but what do you guys want to do? So after 10 minutes, Silver and Liv's spells are going to trigger. Silver, you're going to see that the pool of water is actually technically, by the definitions, it has been blessed and is thus holy. So it is technically blessed water. But again, you know in your experience that good things can be used for evil purposes.
Mm.
You think the mechanics of what it was used for may be evil, but for the purposes of this, a priest who was, for the most part, good, blessed it. You know what I mean? Okay. Liv, you're going to trigger, and you're going to see that, you're going to see that there's an abjuration magic coming from the well, that the seal of the Sylvan's runes is creating abjuration magic, that it prevents... It appears that once your blood hits this well, it prevents it from being reset.
Run away from the well, guys.
Oh yeah, guys, this well is not good news. This guy doesn't need our help. He's busted.
As you do that, you sense deeper down into the well via magic, because as it turns out, you just, as the magic is flowing, you see mechanically what's happening inside. You see Outlanders dying over and over again, drowning, and being transported back here. Their corpses descend into the bottom of the well, and then they appear. And then they drown over and over again until they lose their minds and are trapped in eternal torment beyond the pale of suffering.
Oh, guys. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea to see if we could take this bar off, just in case we end up here.
Safe plan.
Yeah, that's true. The water could connect to a source further down.
Oh, that is true. I like the idea of maybe getting the bars off.
It does have some kind of magic, I think, around it, so I don't know. Beware.
Any spells you can take care of magic?
Actually, this is a good point. Let's go over, because Silver and Liv, you guys have Detect Good and Evil, and Liv, you have Detect Magic. You can also see your party members for the first time. Let's go down the order. Sikes, what are you triggering here between those two spells?
Actually, neither. And my magic's coming from my gourd.
That's true. So, but you do. It does generate magic. Like your gourd is a magical object. So, Liv, you'll be able to see the gourd is highly magical, which is obvious since you guys went inside the gourd. Silver, just for the purposes of what do you register? You register as good, or what do you must register as good? I figure. Actually, it doesn't matter because it's Liv, so it's just you register as magical, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I guess my lantern flail would register as magical.
That's true. Would we not say that based on your background, you would be magical as well, though?
I mean, being reborn isn't necessarily magical.
Okay, who said is any? You guys are not Maximus. Mm-hmm. Who's Maximus? Oh, Max, obviously. I had to say it out loud. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah, no, strap home's a beautiful pull. I love it. Let's see. Max is like, let's kill the village. Yeah, no, I think for the purposes of this, you don't register as magical, but what you do is there is an inner silver flame that enlightens you from the inside that Liv you can see.
Sure.
Sniff is not magical as far as I can tell, correct? Yep.
Absolutely not.
Savannah, I don't.
I
think you do, right?
So.
Not
maybe?
really. Maybe, I guess, yeah. I think for the purposes of this, no.
Okay.
Liv, you obviously register not as magical, but I believe Alpha does. Alpha, what do you register as between the good and evil and the detect magic spell?
So I am part Fae and possibly part evil.
Max, to the purpose of you guys, just registers as like a whole lot of bullshit, like he's just there, and it's just magic on top of evil on top of good, and he just seems like a very confused individual. Silver, it's concerning based on all that. Like, it doesn't, like, the rest of the party is what you would expect, but like, it's really interesting to see that Max, next to this well that was done for such evil purposes, like, the well registers as almost a holy object, and Max himself is a cloud that almost is in front of it, and he's sitting here trying to peel the top of the bars off.
Does the spell stop us from taking water from the well?
No, you can take water from the well, and it is for the purposes of this holy water.
I'll fill up one of the water skins with water if I can.
It is holy water.
That would be fantastic for spell components. I know a spell that can, I've used it in the chapel once before. It would be helpful.
Alright, we've got one.
Dude, the chat
Can we
really
remove enough water?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
Can we remove enough water that it no longer reaches the bar?
Seems like a lot of water.
Yeah, that could go on for a while.
To be honest with you, it appears that everybody in this well is floating listlessly. You can try to pull them up and remove enough water to get their mouths above water. But it appears
if we were to get trapped in the future, we want there to be less water so that we could breathe. Can we create a siphon so that it starts to drain? If you get like something and create a suction, you get it to start draining?
Absolutely. What kind of tubing do you have? That is my question.
If we could come back, say, tomorrow, I might be able to destroy some of the water here. But it would have to be tomorrow.
Liv is just gonna kind of push Alpha aside and blast the bars with Sacred Flame.
Yeah, the bars heat up pretty good if you keep recycling the cantrip. You think that maybe if somebody has like a lever, you could probably molt the bars off, like if you just keep pushing it down.
Yeah, so like in the interim where Liv is casting her Sacred Flame, I'm going to cast mine, so it's like a repeated cycle.
Yeah, you guys are going to develop low-grade headaches as you repeat your cantrips over and over again, but between the two of you, you're able to heat up the bars. If someone wants to use their strength score, you can now try to like wrap it up and pull the bars off with the reduced metal durability.
I can give it a try.
Can I give Sniff my staff to like have like a lever motion to help him with that?
Absolutely. Sniff, make me a strength check.
Alright, so that's a 16 plus 2, 18, and a 15 plus 2, 17.
It begins to pop. It just pops right off. You're able to pop the top right off, and now there is no top on top of this well.
Great.
Do we want to
Our
see
job here is done.
Do we want to see if it goes anywhere?
No, don't get in it. No.
Yeah.
There's still magic.
Yes, but I'm not bleeding.
Not yet.
I don't know how desperate those souls are inside. They can clamor all over you to get out.
Yeah.
How about this? We have extra rope. Why don't we tie a rope to a tree and then drop the other end in there? That way, if we ever get in this situation, we can follow the rope out. And also
tied to a rock.
Yes.
Tree. Well, no, tree and rock is anchor.
It's secured on both sides.
Sure.
So that it sinks down and doesn't just float.
Yeah. And also, the rope will absorb some of the water.
Mm-hmm. Like this. I'll go find a rock.
I got a branch.
I love you so much.
Okay, great.
Right, I should mute myself. That's what I should do when we're having a discussion. Yeah, there's a red wine bottle on the bar. If you could bring me that, I'll do it forever. And an opener.
I should mute myself, he says, and then proceeds to not.
So the reason I don't,
no,
and the reason I turn off my air conditioner is because like the way I have this thing filtered into OBS and for all the stuff, it actually makes it really, really hard. If I filter myself, my stuff to stream, it would just be muting you and not the stream itself. So I just do it because to remind myself that I can't mute myself. So it's like. It's one of those things about how the audio cables are set up that I have not done a great job. Anyways, please continue, guys. What are you doing?
We tied a rope to a tree and tied the other end to a rock and tossed the rock down into the well in case we ever end up in the well. We have a rope to climb ourselves out.
Perfect.
And if there's any bodies in there that are still able, they can do as well. We're not going to bother to help them.
You see there's one that's just floating, and you can tell that he's alive. He's breathing. He kind of floats to the surface after you remove the bars. After a while, you see more bodies begin to float to the surface as they are brought back to life. But all the bodies that begin to pile up on the top of the well are comatose.
Should we remove the bodies so that it doesn't get clogged?
Yes.
I don't know if we have time for all this.
Body clog.
You're able to pull the bodies out and drag them over, but they are in a coma. Their sanity has been completely drained. Their eyes stare up into the distance. They breathe, but they are not able to take care of anything else for themselves.
Yeah.
No.
So screw these horses.
Yeah.
Do they have anything valuable on them? I'm gonna pick their pockets.
No, they came back like you in the well.
Oh
naked.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
There aren't any gourds floating down there?
No, that seems to be a very Sikes-specific problem. Sykes is the only one that gets right. He comes back and he's like, "I'm a submarine, bitches!" Like, we didn't think this through. However much air is like kept into the gourd, which like
It's like tiny glass windows in the gourd.
I love how the gourd is like. I have to go and like look up so much bullshit to figure out for the gourd.
That's great.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is perfect vengeance for Lucky.
I think screw these bodies. Let's
let's
move
keep
on.
moving.
Mhm.
Should we bleed in here? Just
No,
No.
very much no.
Well,
Just in
otherwise
case.
we're 3 days back.
No, you're
You
right.
can
Oh, that's
bleed
a
in my
good
little
idea.
bottle.
We can make that holy.
It is holy already. I
Oh
scooped
my-
from the well, and I'm
my
carrying it
gosh.
with us, and we could bleed in it, and then maybe we come right back to wherever my bag is.
And then we just respawn at your
Yes.
bag all the time. Yes.
Great.
Okay,
Bleed
good thinking.
I might see my own dead body, but it's okay.
Or-
It's gonna work
maybe
one time.
everybody but me.
Would we come back in the bag or outside of the bag? Because we have to come from the water.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
Everybody puts them in.
I think it's worth it to try it.
Jacob looks on in horror as you all slit like your our body parts and you start dripping blood into the bag, and he's like, "Do I have to do that?
No, you
Yes?
do not.
Oh no.
You're not gonna make me drink that, are you?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe."
But only if you do what we say. Only if you do what we say when we say it.
Okay. I will. Sure. I'm sorry. Please don't.
You're good.
Make me drink.
No, child, we are not going to have you drink the bloody water.
Yet. And we'll walk
Ever.
down.
He's like looking. He's like watching. He's like trying to take Sittler seriously, but clearly like these other adults are giving him shit, and he's like cannot. He's like not at that age that can really like clearly distinguish the difference. So he's just sitting there like. "Ah."
Good thinking. I like that plan. Let's keep moving.
As we walk into town, I want to remind everyone, remember, we've been here our whole lives. No one can know that we are champions.
You have another night outside the town.
I miscounted, my bad.
No, you're good. But you can do a couple of things here. You can try to, it's going to be nightfall, you can try to not long rest and push to the town, or you could try to take another nap in the woods if you guys want to. It's going to be possibly an issue depending on what you want to do with,
Get called.
Before we leave the bodies that we just pulled out, Silver's just gonna say a quick prayer before continuing with the party.
Liv, if you're sitting there and you see Silver praying, a long ago memory kind of alights in your head as somebody that you sat next to as they were dying held your hand. You just it just flickers through your mind and you go, oh.
I'll shake my hand. What the heck?
Alright. You guys proceed on from the Outlander murder well. And you proceed further on into the forest.
I think Alpha, you should take the lead on this one. Do we
Yeah.
keep pushing, or do we rest?
I think we should push. We should try to increase our speed as we're walking, and then we should maybe settle for a short rest as the night comes. But we got to get to that town.
You guys can absolutely. So this is what I'd say. You have different movement speeds, and let me turn off this. You have different movement speeds. If you guys want to try to run, you can try to double your speed and try to get to the town if you want. It just decreases your overall ability to detect danger and stuff like that. If you guys
I think if
try
we
to...
stay on the path, we'll be okay.
I will follow you, pack leader.
Yeah, Sam. I'm with Alpha. Let's rush it.
I'll keep whatever pace the group does.
Yeah.
I am very
wood elf,
slow.
bitch. Sorry, it's not fun when I call you a wood elf. Sorry, like it's not as good. It's not as good. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
You gotta do the inflation, just the
exactly.
Bitch.
Yeah. That is a joke.
Sniff.
Otherwise, it's uncomfortable. Go ahead.
Sniff, did you have a problem with the pace that we're keeping?
I am just very slow. And you guys would have been able to tell that I just don't move at a very normal speed when I do anything.
In the gourd.
Oh, yeah.
The boy won't be able to keep up either.
In the gourd?
I would say that the boy is faster than me.
That's fair.
Alright.
I mean, he's got a 30 feet. He's got a 30 feet movement, and I think some
The
of you
boy
are
is
like
a
30
wolf.
feet.
I think it can run.
Well, you don't technically know that, but sure. Yeah, I mean, for this purposes, he's still a boy.
Liv knows that.
I think it's like a situational stamina.
Oh, yes.
Putting Sniff in the gourd.
Yeah, Sniff,
Yeah.
if you want to do that, please.
Yeah. Just hop a ride.
I mean, yeah, if I can hop in the gourd just so I don't slow the group down.
Sniff, what's your minimum? What's your movement speed? Is it 25?
20.
Oh, wow.
God, I forget that Tortles
Wow,
have
that's
this
pretty bad.
They get a lot of extra abilities. The
Gourd.
shell is like a buff. The shell is like a buff.
It's because of who I am. It's because of me.
Oh,
Specific
that's right.
turtle.
That's right. That's right. That's
Sniff.
right.
Sniff stats.
So you're able to put Sniff in there. The child's speed is technically 30, so as long as you guys keep a double pace at 60 feet per 6 seconds, you guys can be a fast pace. If you want to try to accelerate that past that for some of the other runners, because I know Liv and Alpha can probably go faster, but I do not believe Silver, Sikes, or Savannah can.
Yeah, I can't go fast enough.
Yeah, Sikes ain't walking. No, I'm with Sniff in the gourd.
Okay, so
I'll put you all in my bag.
Yeah.
Silver
I
and
put the gourd in
Savannah
the bag.
are 30 feet, though, right?
Yeah.
So technically, for the
We can go
purposes
30.
for the purposes of D&D, the child is just as fast.
Good.
Yeah, Sikes and Sniff are traveling in style. That's like what I'm gonna.
Like a luxury train car.
What are you guys doing in the goddamn gourd? You know, that's my question.
I look around the gourd. This is a lot nicer than my shell.
Oh yes, come to my favorite spot, and then I'll set up some like cans or like some pillows for target practice.
Have him shoot inside your gourd?
Yeah.
Inside my backpack? That sounds terrifying.
Come on. Savannah doesn't need to know.
All right, yeah, you guys are having a great time in the gourd. As you guys proceed on, you're able to head down the trail, and you're going to go at a fast pace, and it's going to speed you guys up significantly to where you come in to the town of Farrington. Let me just move you guys over.
Oh. Do you guys actually want to enter the town? Like, I was hoping that we would get town adjacent by nightfall.
It's nightfall is fast approaching. You guys are approaching the town. You're on the outskirts of the town if you guys want to approach.
Okay. How do you guys feel?
You're thinking that we make camp just outside?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody don't turn off your thing. Who turned off their thing? Oh, it's Karina.
Oh, she lost connection. 1 second.
Oh, no worries. No worries. This is actually a great time because we were going to go on a break at 7:30, so we're going to go ahead and do that now so we can fix all this stuff. From everyone, let's go early. Why not? From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, thank you for listening. This has been Revon Gothica. Wow, that is actual thunder outside my actual window, so that was terrifying. Maybe we'll lose power. Hey! Anyways.
Told you.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
real.
It's happened. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, and by extension, the Tuscan Shady Media Network, thanks for listening. A couple of things. Oh, here we go. Let me just read a couple of stuff on the Twitch stream. Oh, yeah, we had a lot of stuff. Well, you must listen to his lovey-dovey couples mush because he has the edge out of more. He has to edge out more sanity. Edge you out of more sanity. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's like how you all are gonna eventually die. Is I'm just gonna like kiss Katie and it's gonna be gross. Blood pack. Okay, cool. All right. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, we'll see you back in about 15 minutes, or I think 18 minutes for this one. See you guys then. crap.
Put that. Hey Jack, is Jack here? Can you hear me?
You like just stepped away when you went in.
God damn it. I guess I can just Google it. But then also ask him how he feels.
I would ask Alpha too, how strong he thinks he is. We're still live on Twitch.
Yeah.
Like you can see us. I don't think that's supposed to be.
I'll fix it. I won't fix it, but I'll run an ad. Alright. And now the people that aren't subscribed will see an ad.
I'm
And
not
if you can-
subscribed and I can still see us. There we go. Now there's an ad.
There we go. Let's see.
Now it's back.
What? That was supposed to be a 5-minute ad. What the fuck?
10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Oh, 5-minute ad.
I mean, yeah. It's not like we're doing anything.
It's fair.
That's why I strategically run the ads during the break.
No.
But we're not on a break. They can still see us, is what I'm saying.
I know, I'm texting Jack.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing we're awesome, so.
Yeah. What's up, chat? Can you hear us? How you doing?
Do you think this kid's a werewolf? I do.
Oh, I have an idea. I can just find out. Yep, they can hear us on Twitch.
I literally already said that.
Oh, you did?
I'm watching us. That's why I said we're still there.
Yeah, that's good.
So, Twitch chat, how you doing?
Some 6 nips in. These things suck.
Fireball's
Fireball?
awesome.
It is good, but it's like you drink so much of it, and I'm just hating the taste of cinnamon right now.
Oh no, you have to add it to like apple cider.
We're still live
soda.
on Twitch.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, we can be seen and heard.
Oh,
Apple cider's
my
so
bad.
good.
Oh,
weird.
my
I
god.
did a
Alright, so
search.
I have a very specific question for you,
I'm
chat.
Alpha.
Now that we're back. What is faster, a deer or a horse? This is a great question. This is like an episode of Bloody Family Guy. Oh. I actually had prep that I needed to do during the break, and instead I just sat here and fucking talked about horses. Anyways, you guys arrive at an overcast sky that begins to pour. You guys have your furs and other things that are covering you, but it's pouring down over this village area. You see that there's maybe, in the village proper, there's like 2 primary stone structures, and then 4 wooden, well-made houses, and the rest of the houses seem to be kind of wattle and daub type of huts. They're low-level reeds, thatched house, the roofings, and then there's like 4 proper wooden houses, and then you see 2 stone structures with a stream running through the middle of the village. In the distance, you can kind of see there. You guys are on the outskirts of town. What do you want to do?
How dark is it?
It's getting towards nightfall, yes.
Okay.
You probably maybe have a couple hours till nightfall.
Yeah, we probably only have a couple hours, so...
Foofy Lover says deer. Apparently... I don't know that... Okay, we haven't decided yet. But anyways, continue, Max. Oop, Max and Lynn need to switch. Go ahead.
We should go in with some sort of plan, right?
I mean, we should probably scout the perimeter and see what we're up against.
Okay.
We should also see if there is a holy well or holy fire in this town that we can respawn at.
We're currently set to respawn in my backpack.
Yeah.
Most of you are.
But I don't think this place would, because this is the place that tortures the people to do that.
I wouldn't want to come back here.
Okay, so I have a definitive scientific answer. Being as mankind, so deer are naturally faster, but mankind has selectively bred horses for so long and for so many generations that horses are now faster. So it depends.
Oh.
So we're all right.
Horses are faster, but in the wild, naturally wild horses are technically slower than deer. So...
But who's to say these wild horses aren't past tame horses who got away?
What?
I'm already engaged with this. Sorry, literally, it's like fucking brain cancer you put in there. Now I'm thinking about deers and horses when I'm supposed to be talking about this gothic fucking village that I'm introducing. But okay, let's go.
What if we buy a horse?
Yeah, well.
Say we buy a deer. It's faster.
Crane's tiered deer. I want to see you
I've seen Hidalgo.
I want to see Levette ride a deer. I could see it.
Maybe a moose.
My mouth is just watering at this conception.
Alright, guys. What are you guys doing?
So, scouting this place out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Do we see any people? Or creatures alive?
It's dark. People seem to be going indoors, but yeah, you see people wandering around. There seems to be a man by the church at the far end of town that's in a patch. You can kind of see down. It's kind of in a valley, so I'm assuming where you are, you can kind of see down towards it. 67% horse. Great. Yeah, you can see that there's people. Yeah, there are people outside. There's a couple of children running back and forth. There's little lanterns all along by the houses. You see that there's these weird, green lanterns. That look like faces that are beside every door.
They look like faces?
Maybe there's security systems?
Wait.
Magical security systems?
They flicker like
Face or
candlelight.
face?
Like a face, like a jack-o'-lantern face.
Okay.
Oh, so not like a head floating in something.
No, it's you see little jack-o'-lantern lights, like lamps, floating, they're not floating, but they're all by every door along the way of this town.
We're not in the town, right? We're right outside.
You've stopped outside.
Okay.
Right.
I just I want to make like a quick observation. Is there only like one way in and out of a building, and do the doors open inward?
Run that by me one more time. Like, before I
Is there only one entrance into and out of a building, and do the doors look like they open inward?
Where are the hinges?
So yeah, there's a lot of different doors on a lot of different buildings, and from this distance you can't really tell. You're gonna have to approach the town and look to see that kind of stuff. I guess
Right.
give me a perception, I guess.
Maybe we should go look for an inn for the night.
I may give it to you.
I'll
Yeah,
wink at Alpha.
11.
Yeah, you don't know.
There are doors.
There are doors.
You're gonna need to approach the town to tell if the doors open inward or outward.
Okay. Yeah, let's make an approach and try and figure out some more of our surroundings.
Okay. As you guys wander down the hill, you approach the town slowly. As you guys get, there's like a line of stones on the outside, sort of like fairy rocks that seem to be surrounding the village at the far outside of some of the fields. As you approach these rocks, Jacob is going to go down and start hissing, and you're going to see smoke drifting off the top of him.
That's not great.
Okay.
Step back, step back.
You managed to drag him back, and he's just like, oh, why is it hurt? What was that?
Does it look like there's like wolf veins over the rock, or just like regular rock?
You see that there's writing, but no one seems to recognize the writing.
It's not Sylvan?
Yeah, I suppose I can't come up with a reason why it wouldn't be Sylvan at this point. Yeah, no, it's Sylvan. It says, only love may enter.
But we're fine?
Yeah, you guys appear to be fine, 100%, including Alpha.
Well,
Go ahead.
we could come back for the kid tomorrow when he's a kid again. If he can't come in the town.
Sprinkle some holy water on him?
Oh.
Yes, because that worked so well last time.
No, we tried wolfsbane. We haven't tried holy water.
We're dumping the bloody holy water?
I don't want to appear in his skin.
We haven't really
I
gone
will
through
stay out here with the boy.
But we have rope. We could time to retreat tonight.
True. So, what's the distribution of these rocks?
What if you put him in the gourd and then try and bring him over? Would that work?
Yeah, it would maybe, but I can only do that once every long rest.
Gotcha.
So we'd have to wait until another long rest for me to do it again and bring him with me.
Right.
That's okay.
Yeah, how many rocks are there? Is it like a wall of rocks, or is it like a rock every couple feet?
It's like stones, like a fairy circle, so they're literally just stones on the ground. It's not a physical wall. But it seems
So like, can we kick them aside?
Yeah.
Break
you
the
can
seal.
test it.
Yeah, let's kick one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to kick. You're able to make a whole pathway by removing the rocks.
Okay. Tell the boy. Go ahead, boy. Cautiously approach. Tell me what you feel.
He approaches and begins to smoke, even as he does.
Okay. 1 second. I'll bring him back. Kick another rock aside.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead here. You guys are.
I feel like it surrounds the town.
You're out in the pasture area. It appears to be more a field. The rocks are just sort of noting the barrier. It appears it's not the rocks themselves that are magical.
Oh.
I see.
Is my detect magic still up, or how far we've traveled?
I guess you could hold concentration. Does that last for an hour? I think probably not.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Holy crap, no. Yeah, you guys have been traveling for hours.
Okay. Any ideas?
You hit the well like mid-morning, so yeah.
Sikes holds up the rope.
Yeah, we could tie him to something. I mean, we can cross the barrier, so he's not going to be able to get us.
Silver,
but...
you were offering to stay out with the boy. Is that still up? Or what do you want to do?
No, I'm definitely offering to stay with the child.
It seems like it could be dangerous for you to stay with the child.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, it seems to be dangerous for the child to be alone. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know. I think he would be okay alone.
I think he'd be okay.
He's pretty ferocious.
Yeah, maybe.
We just have to find them again.
Yeah. He knows where we are.
If he can't enter now, he won't be able to enter later.
Maybe. They could overpower the barrier. I think we need to get some more information on the town. Maybe we can ask a local to see what's going on here. Those dang bandits didn't tell us about the seal.
I guess we should have paid for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silver, if you want to hang out here with the boy, we'll go get more information and come back.
I feel like it'd be best if I stay away as well, since the bandits did say I was odd.
True. Good observation.
They did mention that turtles aren't common.
You are quite odd.
They're not unknown, but yeah, they are. It's definitely a more noticeable race than human.
So I'm gonna kneel down to the child. We have to leave you here. Do you understand why?
No, why? Why can't I go into the town? I was here like 12 days ago. I was in there. I have friends there.
When you were attacked, you were given a disease.
What?
It's hard to explain, but once I find myself having more of my clerical abilities, I will remove the curse from you.
Child, you're from this town? Do you know how this barrier works? What these stones mean?
I'm not from this town. I don't know, but like, it's probably like it can't be, because like the Church of Love just creates barriers. So any church in Church City, like, it keeps monsters out. Why does it keep me out?
We gotta get to the church. We gotta break that seal.
Just let monsters
So
come
committed.
into town.
You saw what they did in the well. They're the real monsters.
Honestly.
I agree.
They are doing what they can to survive.
That looks like more than just surviving.
We are the outsiders here,
A
are
little
we
bit
not?
of torture as well.
Okay, let's make our way in.
Ethical dilemmas.
So is it just the four of us? And Sniff
Oh
and
yeah,
Silver?
let's go ahead and make a decision. Give me a thing. Let's go ahead and crack on here.
I think that's what it was. Is that it?
I'm chilling outside.
So I think Silver and Sniff are staying with the child out at the edge of the forest, right? Are you guys doing anything specific? Or are you hunkering down for the night?
I have changed my mind and will go with the party, mostly because I don't trust them to get the proper information.
Sniff, are you staying with the child?
Yeah.
Just on the inside of the barrier. I'll leave some rope with you in case you want to do something with this. And I'll give you a blanket as well. Not that you need it, but...
Oh,
The child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my first child.
And honestly, this is the most people I've ever seen in one area. And you're telling me we're going into a place that has even more?
Oh, Sikes, or Alpha,
Yeah.
This is a small town.
Okay. I will not lead the way because I've not been to a town. So you guys kind of like lead the way and I'll mimic whatever it is you do.
Should we pretend that we're not all together? It is odd that a large group of us comes into the town together.
Just come in separately.
Come in as pairs or individually.
I can come in by myself. I feel comfortable enough.
You need at least one person with me.
Liv just starts walking towards the town.
Yeah. As you guys approach, you guys are coming up like a pathway, and you see that there's like the 4 main buildings and a bridge across the river to the chapel. You see that there is the 4 buildings. The one on the left is actually this it's like this. None of the buildings here except for the chapel are 2nd story, and these wooden buildings you see on the right side. There's Genuine Gerald's General Store, and on the far side you see Bing Chandler's, which is this looks like a candle making store, and it appears that the front windows are entirely overrun with candle wax. The other 2 stores, you see that there is an inn called the Lodge, and what appears to have a star of a sheriff's office over the other side. So, sheriff's office, Chandler's, general store, lodge, church.
Okay. I would like to learn a little more about the door situation again.
The door situation?
Yeah, do they open in or do they open out?
Everyone's
and how many are there?
Which one do you want to know about?
Preferably this sheriff and the lodge.
The sheriff's office? Yeah, the sheriff opens outward.
And the lodge?
That would open. There seems to be like swinging saloon doors that are down at the bottom, so they swing both ways.
Okay.
Children run across the street. As you're looking at the ground, you see that the lanterns are actually watermelons, and you see that the watermelons have been carved like jack-o'-lanterns or jack-o'-melons, and you see there's a banner across the front of the launch that says Summerween.
Summer what?
Summerween.
It's like a festival of some sort.
Yeah, it appears it's a little. There's like streamers across the streets, and though this is a gray, drizzly land, it appears that there is like a kind of a festival in process, because you see children are actually out in the streets running back and forth. Just a couple children.
Do people normally waste food and leave their young ones unattended like this?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh.
Dealing with humans is always confusing.
You guys see on the front of the sheriff's office that there's also like a notice board.
I feel like we go up and read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so your group approaches the sheriff's office, and as you guys come up, you're able to read the notice board, which has a number of notices on it. Hold on. Yeah, you're able to see that there are 4 notices for missing children. There appears to be a child's naming. There's a missing child called Zachary Binks, Coraline Otter, Max Dennison, and Danny Dennison are all missing. There's also a Happy Summerween Festival, Jack-o'-melon carving competition, Sea Friar Fair for more information, 10 gold prize. There's a costume competition with a 5 gold prize. And then there's 4 posted sheriff bounties. 10 gold reward for each member of the Bear Bandit Gang, nudist bandits that have been roaming the forests, and 100 gold for the Castle Top Monster. The South Pasture Wolf Pack, they're offering for 1 gold per pelt, and 500 gold for the Summerween Slasher.
Ooh.
And there's also
I am deeply disturbed.
There's also a request on the board for a Chandler for cleaning. Unspecified magical aid will be given for all that apply.
It makes me uncomfortable that they hunt wolves.
Humans tend to hunt everything.
Perhaps Sniff could enter the costume competition and win us some.
I would give advantage to anybody. That, look, I love Odabro. So Ed is like those references, yo. So yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
That is a great idea, though. And
That is a great idea.
It'd be a perfect disguise for him as well.
Yeah.
Oop, shit.
Does it say more information about the costume festival?
It says to go to talk to Friar Fair.
I know this kind of sounds kind of bad, but did we ever get the child's name? Just
Jacob.
calling him child. Oh, that's right.
So he's not been reported missing, at least.
Well,
But there was no one left alive to report.
It's also
Yeah,
one of those
his parents
things.
are dead.
His parents
That
were
makes
traveling
sense.
merchants. Yeah, based on your knowledge of this world, you're fairly sure traveling merchants go disappearing all the time, and it's not really something that like there's like a central repository of a missing persons. These children look to be specific to the village.
Two of them related.
Yeah, I'm noticing that the blacksmith has lost more than others.
I know. Here. I'm gonna take the notice of that 500 gold for the someone slash it off the notice board.
There seems to be a picture of a woman in a cloak. It seems, or like not a woman. That's your immediate thought, but then you think it just may be a thin individual, a thin enemy.
We'll just ask about this in case we need more gold.
That's all I have is thin enemies because all of my enemies are thinner than me. I'm just joking.
Can we keep moving towards the church, or do you guys want to see if we can get a room?
Should we go back for Sniff? He can just always be in costume.
I think we should inquire about the costume contest and see what time it happens.
Or we should probably go into the saloon then.
You actually see in the distance there's a man in a watermelon patch carving jack-o'-melons in the rain. He's got a little umbrella over his head.
Does he perhaps look like an older man?
He does, yes. He has
Liv will
vestments on.
gravitate that way.
No, that's your type. Okay.
Liv walks off. Do you guys follow? You can choose not to.
Choose not to.
I'll go with her. I'm a good wingwoman.
Oh my god.
There's safety in numbers. I will go as well.
Sikes, Silver, you going into the bar?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna.
Yeah, I'll go in with Sikes.
We're gonna deal in this order. We're gonna deal with the team talking to the friar. Then we'll go to the team bar, and then we're gonna go to team Sniff and Jacob. All right. So, as you guys approach, you see that he's just sitting there carving jack-o'-lanterns with a knife, and he's just, and there's several jack-o'-lanterns around him, and he's just a nice priest. He's bald. He's a little bit older. He's got big bushy eyebrows that are a little bit unkempt, and he's got like he's bald on top. He's got like a friar ring, and then he's just wearing like traditional friar robes, and he's just sitting there. He's a thin man, and he's just he's just sitting on a box, and he's got his jack-o'-lantern. He's really going at it, like right. He's really that. He's got an umbrella above his head, just opened up, and he's just enjoying himself there.
I will address him. Hello, good sir. I happen to have seen the notice about a costume contest, and I have a young grandchild at home who would like to enter. Could you give me some more information?
Well, hello there, strangers. How are you doing? Welcome to Farrington.
Thank you. We've come for the festival.
Ah. Well, it's known year-round. I appreciate it. Our new summer ween has been taken off. I really feel like it's bringing people into this town. Now, you interesting. And he's going to turn around. Guys, I want Savannah, Liv, and Alpha to give me a group deception check.
11.
Liv 9.
5.
Oh, guys!
Step in front of Alpha.
He's gonna sit. Yeah, you guys step in, and it's like one of those things where it's like Alpha's just sort of out of place there in the rain, and it's kind of weird. You guys just approach in like a rain. Well, I guess raining is kind of normal for Revon. You guys turn around, and he just sort of sets his knife down. And he's like, "Y'all are not from around here, I reckon."
Not from Farrington.
I think you guys should know, unfortunately, the sheriff of this town doesn't take kindly to Outlanders.
Neither do we.
Ma'am, I have to let you know here that I have no issue with Outlanders at this time. It was against my wishes that they forced me to bless that well over the yonder hill. Which I'm sure by which you came that way, seeing as you came from the beach. You don't have to tell me, but let me just give you a nickel of free advice here. Do you mind?
Advice is always welcome.
I appreciate it. You guys need to do a better job of just being that. I'm happy to welcome you as relatives from out of town, as these townsfolk are not kindly to strangers.
We would appreciate that.
Are there any more like you?
Like me? No, I work for the Church of Love, my friend, and it wasn't kindness that was done to those men that came over the hill. I would dearly like to never see another person put into that well. That said, if you mean harm to any of my townsfolk, you will know my fury.
We mean no one, no harm.
I guess, deception check?
Liv hasn't offered to slay the people. That's the one behind her.
You definitely offered Jacob part. Well, whatever. There's reasons, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. He'll incite you.
I like this guy. I offer him nothing bad.
I'll be quiet.
He's just be careful. I offer, are you gonna be staying in the town long?
Probably not after what you mentioned.
Well,
we're heading over to Black Lake, I believe. One of our friends is hoping to find someone he knows there. So we're looking for more information.
The Lake of Black Tears? That's what you mean, I believe?
Yes. Yes.
Well, if you're gonna travel that way, you're gonna need to have more gear than this. With all due respect, you guys need to be loaded for bear if you're gonna travel out of here. I don't know if you've been by Gerald's place, but you should definitely go there and think about buying better sundries. You guys look half-starved. Well, not half-starved. You don't really have good armor and weapons, and you can consider other things.
That's why we've come to the town. No harm, just to gain supplies.
My recommendation is that you go under the name of trappers. Trappers come here all the time, kill creatures, bring them to town to the tanners and the chandlers and everything else for glue and other things. So if you guys pose as trappers, we're used to odd folk coming from the other direction. Just make sure you say you came from the north and not the south. You understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
That's good advice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome to stay in my church tonight. It's not exactly a warm floor, but it will get the rain off your back.
We should take him up on this.
Oh, we also would like the information on the costume contest as well. We were seriously inquiring.
Well, tomorrow, in 2 days' time is Summerween. We'll be hosting the apple picking. It's gonna be well, not apple picking, the apple bobbing, and there'll be there's be a gold for the apple bob winning, and then 10 gold for the costume contest, and 5 gold for the my brain's going.
Costume?
The Jackal Melon contest is 10, the costume is 5, and the apple is 1.
In 2 days' time, you say?
2 days' time. Well, I think we'll do the apple bobbing tomorrow, and the costume will definitely be the night of. And you can go ahead and carve your jack-o'-melons right now if you like. So, no, it'll just be in contention. We'll be able to let you know before the festival tomorrow night. We just want to get as many carved as one. We don't want to light this town up. It's gloomy here all the time. More lights, more candles. That's all the good. Our Chandler's been working overtime. I know that he needs help down there.
I'd like to try and carve a jack-o'-lantern. I'll sit down with him in the field.
Oh, he's gonna go out and start finding you guys like watermelons as he talks to you.
I As he does that, Liv is just kind of stand a little extra close and say, "Do you mind showing me how to carve one of these things?"
Oh, ma'am, I would.
Yes.
Ma'am, I would love to if you don't mind. And he's gonna pick up and he's gonna go into a crate and come out with some carving tools, right? Like he's got a little scrimper and he's gonna show you that like jack-o'-melons are way more complicated to carve than pumpkins. I did it for Katie's Halloween.
I never knew.
Yeah, I did it. Oh me. Anyways, you guys, he's gonna start carving you over, and Liv, he's gonna move around behind you, and he's gonna just kind of take your hands with a knife and help you start carving the watermelon. As he's just like holding your hand, he's like, "You got it, ma'am. You got this. There you go."
What's
now.
that scene from Ghost?
Yeah.
Except it's a watermelon, and it's like really sticky. And it's raining, and it's like gothic horror around you. It's like it's like shit, a real mood, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a specific vibe.
You guys want to chat? You guys are chatting along in the watermelon patch by the
Very
church.
specific.
Yeah. Next up is Sikes and Silvers. You guys enter the bar.
Yeah, bang open those saloon doors like the Cowboys did.
Yeah, as you guys you bang it open, you guys come inside. You see that there's 4 occupants in the bar. There's a barman behind the bar, and he seems to have his small child back there serving beer to a drunk patron at the bar. And in the far corner, there's a gentleman who's in a wheelchair that has a blanket over his lap, sitting by the stove in the corner.
I'm gonna go up to the bartender.
Hello there, sir. Welcome to the lodge. You happen to be a trapper?
Hello, indeed. Yes, I am a trapper. The name is Sikes, and I'm just looking for some room and board for some of my compatriots. Maybe
Absolutely.
even some food.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could do that. Room and board's gonna be a little complicated. We only have a couple of rooms here, and they're all actually booked up for the Summerween Festival. I can offer you the floor of the bar if you don't mind. We got reeds across the floor, and you look down. There's fresh reeds and sawdust on the floor, so it's just And we got a bathroom in the back. For a copper, I'll let you sleep on the floor by the furnace.
For a copper, just for the barroom floor. It's a deal at twice the price.
Okay, well, 2 copper then for sleep on the barroom floor. How about that?
I was complimenting you on your business acumen.
Oh, sorry. What did you say? I'm so sorry. I misheard it. My bad. This is me.
It doesn't matter, friend. I'm just here to buy some food. And I think that this is the only place with enough people here, and you clearly serve beverages, so you must serve food too, yes?
Correct. We do. I can do you some. I got some probably some cheeses. I think I got a stew on the fire poker over there, so we can get you some stew, a little bit of bread tack, and some nice cheese if you'd like.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'll be right back. Walk away.
Oh.
Silver, how much money do you have? I gave away all mine to the bandits.
Y'all have this discussion.
You and Sniff are the only ones that had any money.
Okay. However,
might I suggest that we actually do some of the bounties?
Yes. I could ask about this Summerween Slayer. Alright, I'll do that. Like, Sikes is like panicking, but then Silver said that, kind of brought him back down. Oh. Wait a minute. Let's go back to Silver. Silver. Did you happen to remember what the other bounties were?
Yes. Do you want to ask about the castle monster? The wolves?
Sorry.
If we're trying to portray ourselves as trappers, perhaps asking about the wolves before the killer.
Fair enough. It's very smart thinking. Alright. We'll go back to the barkeep. Yes. So we're, the thing is, we have no funds, but we have services. And I see the notice board is quite full. Could you happen to give me any more information other than the bare minimum?
You're gonna have to go talk to Sheriff Good. Sheriff Good is more than happy to tell you about the wolves and stuff. I don't know about them parts. I hear about, but usually if a trapper is gonna come into my bar and ask where the wolves are, I'd usually ask for a little something to give them better information.
Friend, I completely understand what you're saying, and the sheriff has his own information. But I want the scuttlebutt, the local information that only you have. What's the word around town? What's the people saying?
You have no money, right? It's like you can't.
You don't know that.
Okay.
I have no money. You realize that.
What would you? If you could spare a little silver, maybe a coin or two, and I'll give you the information.
How about I pay you for the information today and pay you tomorrow?
Wait, are you gonna pay me today or tomorrow? Because if it's
gonna be a payment today, but the actual money will come tomorrow.
You're gonna give me information, and I'm gonna give you information. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, friend. My information is where the money is. Your information is what I asked for.
Go ahead and give me your information. If I judge it worthy enough, I'll give you mine.
All right. So Sikes here is going to completely lie and make a slanderous accusation about some random person in the town. Probably the friar.
Okay. So you just say the town friar. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Make some shit up, bro.
So, alright, you're not going to believe this, but I saw the friar covering his hand as he entered the town. And I don't know about this barrier, but it seems like it was sizzling, as I remember.
Are you serious? Go ahead and make me a deception roll.
Got it. 11.
I can't believe that Friar Fair would ever do something like that. He's been here since he runs the church. He actually creates the protection that surrounds this town. Like, if you wanted to get rid of it, you'd have to kill Friar Fair. He's the guy.
Whoa, who's talking about getting rid of this? Whoa. I'm just saying what I heard, man.
Well, it can't hurt him. He's the one creating the protection.
Well, regardless, I've held up my end of the bargain.
This is unbelievable news. No offense.
This is what I heard, man. So anyway, about the scuttlebutt, about these wolves and the South Marine slasher.
Would you just... Alright, if I give you information about the wolves, would you just get out of my bar?
Well, I thought I'm paying for the night, actually.
With that, you're paying for the night and scuttlebutt with just that line of
Oh, no,
things.
that's a totally separate deal.
Okay, well, what are you paying for the night with?
Well, that when I sleep in at this place at night, I'll pay you.
So, you're going to pay me tomorrow for sleeping here tonight.
Your words.
Okay. Why don't you head on over the quarter, and you want a meal for tonight, correct? I assume.
Oh no, friend. We have plenty of food. We're rich after all.
Perfect. You may sleep in the corner by the fire, and yeah. And he's gonna be like, yeah.
All right. You didn't give me any of my information though, so you are.
Well, neither did you really. So
Oh,
okay.
this is terrible business.
Is it? Is it like terrible business to not accept?
What was the check?
Alright.
We made a deal as gentlemen, and you reneged on the deal as gentlemen.
Did I?
Yes, clearly. Anyway, what's check I'm making?
He's gonna whistle, and his little boy's gonna come over, and he's gonna lean down and whisper in his ear.
Cool.
Do you want to try to listen in or insight?
What just happened?
I'd like to listen in. If I may.
Okay, yeah, make me an insight, actually.
16.
He's like calling the boy over to do something. You don't know what, but he is giving you bad vibes. And as soon as he leans up, the boy is gonna start running around the side of the bar, and he's gonna start heading towards the door.
Okay, how weird. Sikes is just gonna go talk to or hang out with Silver, and then ask sit at this guy. It's the only chair available.
Yeah, I mean, there's chairs in the bar. I didn't put them on the map because I felt like it was cluttering up and making my map less
Fair.
pretty, and I really want to get them Instagram likes, you know. So whatever.
Oh, fair enough.
Sikes,
Yeah.
might I inquire about what just occurred?
Yeah, this guy is a terrible businessman. He doesn't follow through with any of his deals. I think we should leave this town and not deal with him.
You don't suppose that he went to the sheriff?
It's that little boy leaving, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, we have done nothing wrong. And we've lived our lives without him. So anyway, I guess we'll just try to leave the bar.
Are you? What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go talk to the dude in the corner in the wheelchair, or do you want to just leave the bar?
Well, it sounds like we're in some hot fuzz shit. So I think we should probably leave.
Okay, I just moved the character outside. It doesn't mean
I
he's
did.
coming in.
I didn't move it.
Yeah, as you come outside, you see that the boy is talking to what appears to be an armored man across the street, like directly across, like literally like 5 feet from you, as you guys exit the bar. And he's, halt! Who goes?
Ah,
yeah.
yes. Finally, someone with something knowledge to do. Hello, friend. I am a trapper. I've really been asking about the wolves in town.
I'm understand to say that you were harassing this poor boy's barkeep father?
Oh, harassment can be described so many ways. Yes, I didn't raise my voice at him, but he didn't like what I was saying. But that's no crime. I've left and I've moved on.
You trappers, I know it's that time of year and you want to get drinks and stuff, but just keep the peace here now, good sir.
Of course.
We don't have none of that in Farrington. It is a fair and kind place.
Mm-hmm.
If I can offer my companions deepest apologies. We meant no harm. We are just tired from travel.
Understood. I understand our entire town's booked up. I understand it's a frustrating situation, but if you don't mind, you may need to camp beyond the stones tonight, and we appreciate that. If you can't, I would definitely go to the town to Friar Fier. He's more than willing to host most people in his chapel. So.
Oh, great.
Run around, Avery, and he's going to whack the boy in the back of the head who's going to run past you into the bar. And
I'm going to become a big mean mug as he walks by. Like, I'll turn my back to the sheriff and just glare at this little kid. And then I'll turn back.
He goes in the bar.
Cool.
The doors swing.
Well, let's go talk to this friar, I suppose.
The art of the deal. Oh my god.
Perhaps can I will talk with the sheriff here about the otherwise posted bounties.
Yeah. Silver, you're able to go up to him, and if you proceed inside, you see inside the door that there's it's a small jail there's just like a one-room jail with a privy in the back, and that there's like a clerk at the front desk, and the sergeant sitting behind his desk. The clerk seems to be boo-hooing into a cloth napkin, which is weird. Why is it a cloth napkin? What is it called? It goes in this pocket on my jacket. Kerchief, thank you.
Handkerchief.
Yeah, handkerchief, thank you. Fuck me. I have to say so many words during this that I run out of words.
I'm gonna follow Silver and I'm just gonna be behind him.
Yeah, you're able to follow Silver inside. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna speak to the otherwise begrieved woman. If I may ask.
She's gonna. The sheriff's gonna stand up immediately and says, "Leave her be. She's had a hard time. I can help you. What do you need, sir?"
What?
I lost you for there, Silver. What are you saying? I can't hear you.
No,
There
it's
you go.
fine. I'm just using Zoom's push to talk. But it doesn't work if you click out of it. My companions and I are wondering about the wolves that seem to plague your town. I'm concerned about the missing children and my companion here wants to inquire about the murderer.
Max, can you check on Karina?
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties.
No worries. Sorry for the stream, guys. I know you can't see people's faces. We'll get it fixed up. I really need to have a better way of doing this. Go ahead, Silver.
My companions and I were wanting to inquire about the wolves. My more ambitious friend wants to inquire about the murderer, and I want to understand more about what's happening with the missing children. Which I can only assume your poor assistant is missing one of her own.
That'd be correct. She was missing her, sorry, let me check. Missing her daughter, Coraline. And you see the lady boo-hoos when she hears the name, and then the guy kind of like rubs his temples, and he's like, "It's been 4 disappearances, and yet we are proceeding with this dance festival for Summerween. The town has always been under a pale, but it's just gotten worse, and yes, well, what do you know that the wolves are in the north pasture? They come out and attack, and that pack has just been all over the place, and any sort of werewolf and activity in the hills. Anytime that there is one that passes by, I feel like more wolves spring up all over the place, and they come down and attack, and they follow any known werewolf in the area. The wolves are flock to them. And it seems that the beasts have unnatural control, and I can only assume there must be a werewolf nearby somewhere to drive them down to attack even close to our village, as they can pass over the stones as though just beasts, unlike an unnatural werewolf. There must be a problem. So, if you could clear them out, we would very much appreciate it. If you could find the source, I'd be willing to up the bounty for anything that you caught that would be causing them to come down this way. But I have no evidence that there is a werewolf at this point, and I don't want to cause a panic.
I will do what I can. However, I have found this that might be helpful to you. If you find any reward and such, I'm more than happy to take it, but I'm also happy to give part of what I found.
What did you find?
And I'm going to give him, I'm going to show him half of my wolfsbane that I have.
Wolfsbane is an effect. The issue with I'm familiar with this Trappa lore, but the issue is you need to go through some alchemical processes to coat it on weapons and other things, and it does add effectiveness. But getting it into a live werewolf is incredibly difficult. So, unfortunately, I mean, it grows out behind this shop. It's not necessarily. I appreciate this, but it's not necessarily the end-all be-all that we need. Yeah, so.
Very well.
Any other questions?
Yes. So, what of this slasher that seems to be playing in your village? So the reward is huge.
Is Karina okay, Max?
Yeah, she's just restarting her computer.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I just want to check. So the Summerween slasher. Currently, our town has a curfew at midnight. I haven't offered. I need to remove that reward actually, as everyone that's gone after them has essentially died, but fortunately the slasher only seems to come after men, so we don't talk about that anymore. Just respect the curfew. I'd rather not have to bury your corpse, so
I would avoid that too.
I don't make it recommended. I know it's a big reward and I left it on there, but there's no way you can get rid of them.
Yes. Well, I'll take you at your word on that one, friend.
Any other questions? Or I really could use some time to he does like this, and he's like pointing at his assistant, who is boohooing pretty badly.
Well, that was going to be my query, is what can you tell me about the missing children? Where did they go missing? Do you know what they were doing?
I don't speak about ongoing investigations. If you have any information to give me, that is typically how this works. For all I know, don't take it offensively, but it's the proper way to do police work.
Do I believe that guy on foot?
Insight.
8. He's pretty blue.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this is not like an opposite thing, but as far as you know, like, yeah, I mean, it's the way.
It sounds sus.
The way it rolls off the tongue, he's like, I don't talk about ongoing investigations. Like, at least it's a prepared line, so it's either true or not. But it's maybe his methodology. It could also just be his methodology of defending himself, right, from like parents and stuff. Like it came off the tongue like way too fast, you know.
I understand.
I don't mean anything about it, but like giving out information of any of this would be inappropriate. It'd be inappropriate. Hey, Liv. Oh, I think that's. Oh yeah, N1, we're back. Nailed it. Awesome, Liv. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Yeah. So what do you guys? Any other questions?
I don't think I have any. Do you, bro?
No.
Yeah, I'll exit. Then I'll go.
Not unless you would allow me to speak to your assistant. I understand if you don't.
I would appreciate maybe come back tomorrow, perhaps. If you wish to question her, I understand. But at this time, I mean, he looks over and she's like beside herself.
Very well.
You don't even need an insight to that. Like she's clearly like. All right. Back over to when you guys are with Friar Fair. He's gonna be like, "Oh, by the way, you're Outlanders, correct?"
I don't think we admitted.
Well, you didn't admit it. Well, if you and Friar Fair was the one that figured it out a little bit. He's gonna look at you. So he's gonna look at you, Alpha, Liv, and Savannah, and he's gonna be like, "Just to let you know." Inside, on the dais, behind the dais, there is a reliquary where there is holy water that is blessed by me. So, the well is also blessed by me. So if you were to drip blood anywhere, that would maybe a good, just a suggestion. Anyways, cool. And he continues to.
I don't want to say I told you so, but.
All right. Let's regroup.
Well, no, hold on. Before we do that, we got to deal with our friend who's out in the woods.
Mr. Snifster.
Sniff.
Now that we know that wolves are attracted to the werewolf.
As you guys are approaching, Sniff, as you're out in the woods, things have not been going particularly well since you've been out there. As you've been sitting out there with the boy, slowly he's beginning to get sniffy, if you will, as he kind of you guys in the distance see the moon beginning to rise, as you didn't really have a good grasp of time, and it seems to beginning to rise, and you're very concerned. Sniff, you're beginning to witness transformations in the boy as his fingers will begin to lengthen. What do? You have a little bit of time here as he's going through his first transformation as the full moon rises. What do you want to do, Sniff?
I will tie him to the tree.
Okay. You try to push him back to the tree, and you begin to tie him around. Go ahead and give me, I guess, a sleight of hand to tie him.
9 plus 2, 11.
Yeah. You're able to tie him to the tree, the small boy, but he's going to continue to change, pressing against the ropes as he begins to bring up. What do? You hear in the distance howling as you see around the edges of the campsite. You see wolves, dire wolves, running around, staring in through the darkness.
I'm going to look at the boy and be like, "Son, I am very sorry about this," and I'm going to pull the rope back a little bit, shove some of the wolfbane that I had, and then like make sure it's real tight up against him.
As he begins to sear him, and he's gonna take some damage. But the other wolves, hearing this, are going to howl, and they're gonna begin to move in. Justin, roll me initiative.
All right.
Come on, Sniff.
At hearing the howl, I want to like just stick my head in, come out. I guess it's time. 17.
Justin, you're up first. What do you want to do?
Dash.
So, are we saying that I did do my thing?
What thing?
At the beginning, and I stuck my head in.
Oh yeah. You're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Better movement. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah. Sorry.
How far from the town am I?
You're not. You're like at the edge of the tree line. Like you're maybe like 2 football fields away. But
Okay.
you're inside the tree line in a clearing.
Yeah. How far away are the dire wolves?
Close, like less than 15 feet. Like they're at the tree line running around. You can see there's several of them just at the outset, and Jacob is turning.
Okay. I'm going to... Fuck. I'm going to move 30 feet towards the town.
Mm-hmm.
But then Are the wolves looking at me?
They're running around the outside, yeah. They're looking at you and the boy.
I'm going to... Actually, I'm just going to dash towards the town. Like it. Full 60 towards the town.
Okay, yeah. You're able to dash 60 towards the town. Let me just do something real quick. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Alright. As you're able to dash 60 feet towards the town using your full action. So I said 15 feet from the wolves. You were by the boy, so you're 60 feet from the boy and 75 feet from the wolves as you dash away. First up in the order is the Jacob's turn. And he will use his action. That is getting a little loud.
That's a little loud.
Very intense.
That's better. So yeah, as you move towards there, you see that his fingers will begin to lengthen, and you'll see that the skin peels away as fur sprouts all over his body. His face will peel out, and you see that his back will arch and his bones will break, and he'll crack out of the robe, throwing the wolfsbane everywhere where it's seared. His flesh didn't change where it is. You see that you've hurt him a little bit from where the wolfsbane has touched him, and he begins to back out and lengthen as he becomes a werewolf. You see this roaring face as he turns. His eyes are looking directly at you. And he is going to begin running towards you. He'll dash 60 towards you. Which you were in 60 feet, so he gets up right next to you. And next up in the order, there appears to be 4 wolves. The wolves have 30 feet of movement, and they're going to dash up, falling in behind their new alpha, as all wolves will dash, and you're going to be within eyesight of the wall, and you now see that the werewolf is right beside you. He had to dash to get there. The wolves are 15 feet behind him as they're running up towards you. You rushed 60 feet, so I said 2 football fields to the wall. You have 100 feet to the wall. You've rushed 60. You can rush another 60, but you're going to leave the werewolf's AoE.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I can take on a bunch of werewolves and wolves by myself. I am going to go for it. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna dash again, taking the up attack.
Kind of want to see a Wereturtle. People want to see the Wereturtle. Okay, you're gonna take the op attack. It's gonna Jacob is gonna attempt to bite you with his attack, which is gonna be a 12 to hit with the bite, which I do not believe will hit.
That does
17.
not hit. Nope. Yep.
Yeah, he snaps at your fucking heels though as you bolt away. Like you feel him right behind you, like it is right there on your ass, and you feel him just snack, and you're just like your little turtle legs are going. You're like, let's go, little turtle legs, cross the field.
I'm just screaming. There's a werewolf. There's a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, come on, give me some. Give me a scream. Like let's do this. Like. Let's go.
It's just a full sprint. Just.
Alright, yeah, you're able to move 60 away, and the werewolves are. So, again, I just want to make this clear. It was 200 feet to the boundary line. You sprinted 60, you sprinted another 60, so you're at 120. The werewolves are going to sprint after you, and they're going to get right into your AoE, but they can't make an attack. But if you leave the werewolf... Again, the wolves can't get into rage to get opportunity attacks, but the werewolf still can. So you're going to have to get out of his range again, and he will attempt to bite you again.
Whoa.
Do we hear any of the screaming in town?
You hear, yeah, in the distance.
Like,
you hear,
have we noticed this?
Yeah, you guys definitely hear in the distance, and that's what you hear in the distance. Like turtle screams, which I assume are like turtle ejaculations, weird sounding.
Probably.
Have you crossed the barrier?
Have you ever
Not
heard
yet.
a turtle ejaculate, Chesh? Don't look at me like that. Like, come on. Turtles have the weirdest like sex noises. Have you look it up
I'm
later.
good.
It's
I'm good.
wild. It's
I'm
wild.
okay.
They literally make like very human-like noises as they're like, especially
Me
like,
and
tortoises.
Justin saw it in a zoo
Yeah, we
on
went
like
to
our second date, I think.
Wow.
It was love at first sight,
Yeah.
right? Like that's like that's where I would choose to take a first date, is to just go watch a bunch of weird animals fuck. That's what I would do. Just, oh my god, your judgment is hurting me. Come on. All right.
Why did you pick a tree so far away from the barrier?
I didn't realize we left you out there that far.
I think the music's getting louder again.
I got it.
You gotta pick a closer tree, man.
Alright, I'm going to dash again.
Go for it.
He's gonna make the bite attack.
Oh no!
He does hit you. Make me a Constitution saving throw, and take
Where
6
turtle?
damage.
Where turtle?
14, 11 plus 3, 14.
Yeah, you are not
Nice.
infected with lycanthropy, and you're able to dash. You are now 20 feet from the boundary line. And the wolves are going to continue to dash towards you.
Because Silver and Sikes are close to the sheriff's office, can we react now?
Yeah, I'm actually I'll let you guys both, I'm not going to do you in order, but I think you're both going to be able to get off shots from there if you want. Because Sikes definitely has the range for that. I don't know if Silver does. What's your max range, Silver?
60 feet.
Silver, no. Sikes, yes. Because I think that the boundary line, if I'm not mistaken, from there. Actually, let me just do this math. It's not actually that far. So he's 20 feet from the boundary line, and you guys are actually. Hold on. Where is this? So like 30. Yeah, no, you can both do it. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. That's 30. So I'd say he's about 50 feet from you. At an angle, maybe like 60, but I'll allow it. Go ahead if you guys want to fire off. Who are you going to fire off, though? Oh, another note is that you see him run up, and they run up to him, too. So the same thing happens again. They run up. You guys get actions, though. You see that Sniff will have to make one more attack. If you guys, they're running up towards him. Do you want to try to shoot them to stop? Are you going to shoot the what do you want to do?
I'm going to tell Sikes, aim for the wolves. Maybe we can sell their pelts.
Oh, shit.
As he says that, I'm already like fixing the gourd into the staff.
Yeah,
And
gourd
I'll
comes
fire
out.
off a shot.
Yeah, go. Who are you targeting?
The wolves.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna hold my action until they attack Sniff and some Overwatch instead.
Okay, cool. That works too. So
I'm just
Silver?
gonna attack one of the wolves. Yeah.
Yeah, let's fire it off.
I promise you, I pressed the button.
I don't doubt it. Oh, what does it say you rolled?
It hasn't rolled. Okay,
oh
there
my
it
god,
is.
that took forever. Wow. Okay. Yeah, 13 dexterity save from a wolf. Ooh,
Dex
that's
save.
actually- yeah. That's actually not terrible for them. Yeah, they save. The wolf jumps out of the way as the fire comes down, and it's like in like that doggy sort of way when you step on their
Sure.
paw, and it's like fuck you.
But
yeah.
I'm going to
rush towards the barrier.
where I think the line is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So as you come up, the Sikes is as you come up. It's now Sniff's turn. Sniff, the werewolf is at your heels again, and your little turtle legs are just making it the best situation. If you can move 60 feet or even 30 feet, you'll get over the barrier. So you can actually take an action and disengage on this one if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I will give you.
Okay.
Do not be mistaken. I will give anybody lycanthropy. Do not like pretend. This is
wolves,
like my dream. Let's go.
The wolves are 15 feet away from me.
They are.
Okay. I'm going to shoot at a wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh my god. 7
We're just gonna,
plus
like,
4,
be
11.
baiting him in here. You're just like, I want lycanthropy. You know, let's do this. You don't even
7
know
plus
how
4,
my
so
mechanics
11.
for this homebrew world works. It does not necessarily work like D&D lycanthropy, so do not be like ready for that. Yeah. So 11 to hit.
Yeah.
That will not hit the wolves. They're dire wolves.
Okay. Yeah.
Lycanthropy and D&D low key sucks.
It does. I just want to be that clear. A lot of this stuff, especially vampirism, lycanthropy, I am working off homebrew here, guys. So, and I very specifically do not want you to know how those rules work, you know?
All right, I'm going to take some steps back just to get inside the barrier so that I'm free of
20
the
feet,
direwolf.
but you're going to take another bite attack from the werewolf
Yep.
as you leave his AoE. Roll a Constitution save.
$19.
Oh.
16 plus 3.
Okay, yeah.
So
You
much
back up,
constitution.
he savages you. He gets
Yes.
into his claws rake down the back of your shell, and you're just like, get my little turtle ass over the line. Like as you jump, you literally just like do like a little belly dive over the barrier, and he comes up. Jacob, the werewolf, sits there, and he just sits there, looks at you hungrily, and he says. And then he turns around and the wolves begin to descend away. If you guys, that was his AoE, so it's actually their turn, so they will get to move. Sniff, you're gonna get a reaction attack. It attacks Sikes because you were on Overwatch, so you can get a shot off on the werewolf if you like.
Yeah, I did an 11 to hit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit him. Oh, actually, no, the AC is 11. No, it's exactly 11. Yeah, you hit.
12 damage.
Yeah, you do. He turns around, looks at you. And then he just starts loping off 30 feet in the opposite direction. I still think because... No. Actually, it's his turn, so he gets to move 60 feet away. And there's 20 feet to the barrier, so he is 80 feet from the barrier, and I believe you are 30 feet from that, so it's about exactly 120. So you can take one more attack off of the wolves as they run away if you'd like.
Sure.
Yeah. Pop one at the werewolf.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
You cannot. It is out of range of Silver. So, wait. Did you run to the barrier, or did you run past the barrier is my question.
Yeah, he ran to the barrier.
I ran to the edge of the barrier.
So it would be exactly 60 feet, so you can shoot the werewolf if you like. Okay, cool. You gonna shoot the werewolf, or... The wolves are probably 75 feet away from the barrier, unfortunately. So I don't think you can hit the wolves. You can hit the werewolf though, Jacob. If
That's
you like.
fine. I'll try to hit the werewolf. So I'll need to make a DC 13 dex save.
I had an 8 to hit.
8 to hit will not hit, and the dex save on the werewolf will be 18 as he jumps out of the way as the fire butts. He turns around and he looks at you, and the trust in your eyes is broken, Silver, and he just runs away. And so begins the tale of Jacob the werewolf.
Do I still get an action? Like,
Yeah, oh yeah, you can shoot
or
him.
is he
Like,
gone?
I think you do.
Alright, yeah, I'm absolutely going to shoot him.
I think you have the range, yeah. 30, he's outside
Yeah,
of 30
it is.
feet, though, so it's going to be with disadvantage.
He's outside of what?
He's outside of your pistol range, so it'd be disadvantage.
Oh, well, it misses then.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to shoot. I'm just like, I fucking trusted you!
Fires off. The bullet flies wide just from this distance, and he heads off into the forest. Yeah. You guys are now, there's been a commotion, but you guys are now in the village of Farrington, and you all are back together. You see, coming down the lane is the other three, Alpha, Savannah, and Liv. Let's just assume you guys are back together for the purposes of this. What do you guys want to do? You guys are talking, exchanging information, but I think we're about to call it here for the night.
You can let them know that we have got lodging with the in the side of the church for the night, so we will all have a roof over our head.
Oh, that is wonderful.
And we can let Sniff know that he has a costume competition to get ready for that will happen in a couple days.
Liv is gonna actually stay and chat with the priest while the rest of the group catches up.
Yeah,
she
I
realizes
bet.
that they're coming back.
That's there an interesting group of friends you have there.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't get to pick your friends.
That cat girl is so young. She is just... I cannot believe how young she is. It freaks me out. Sometimes I talk to people that young and it just... I know how it is, right? Like, it's just difficult.
Aw, that's how I feel about you, handsome.
Oh! You make me feel so young, ma'am. Oh! Man, if I had not sworn off the, well... Took my vestments a long time ago, unfortunately. I appreciate it, though. You're a very kind young lady.
Aww. I'm just gonna continue flirting with him till everyone comes back over.
Yeah. You guys are coming in into... Well, you don't know what it is. Liv is flirting with a fucking priest on an apple crate with an umbrella that he's holding over her head. He's extended his umbrella out over her. You guys can make of that what you want.
Sniff will just walk up and retract into his shell and just let it fall to the ground.
He's like it's like a turtle on its back, and the shell like spins around. He's just like in there. Like a little bit of blood flies out since he's been clawed by a werewolf.
Oh, jeez. Did you guys... What happened?
All we saw was Sniff running over the hillside.
Okay.
I
From
can
inside the
only
shell.
assume the worst.
From inside the shell, he started sniffing. I tied him to the tree. I burned him with some plants. I don't think he liked it because he got mad and started chasing me with the wolves. And I'm in pain. I'm gonna take a nap.
Seems like
I'm gonna take a
y'all's
nap right
werewolf
here.
child plan didn't really work out. Not gonna say I told you so, but I told you so.
Who could have known they had magic rocks?
Honestly, who is?
I think when Liv says the "I told you so," like Silver just barrels past her, not caring if he like shoulder checks her and just storms into the church.
Ooh, it's hard being wrong.
Did you learn anything of the barrier?
The priest is gonna look at you and be like, "What do you guys want to know about the barrier? I'll make that happen."
Yeah, ask this guy. He's the one who made it, according to the barkeep.
That's correct.
It saved my life. I appreciate you.
Well, it's saving the life of the townsfolk. There's a lot out in that village there that are worse than just werewolves.
What else?
Yeah, what else?
Well, if I had to tell you, there's the, I don't like to speak of it. There's some things that the barrier doesn't protect against. I don't know how the Summerween slasher gets in here. But more importantly, up at Castle Top, there's the Castle Top monster. Lives in a castle atop the hill on the far side. That thing is... It is hard to perish, if you know what I mean.
What does it do?
Murders people.
Why is it staking itself in the castle top?
I think it is a man who was cursed by some unknown spell that happened a long time ago. He lives up in the castle, but if he could come down here, I know that people disappear. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of things around here that'll kill you. It's hard to know what gets people specifically. But if I had to guess about them children, I'd say Castletop used to be an orphanage. I'd say that monster up there has a taste for children. And if they were unlucky enough to wander beyond the protection of my barrier, well, that's what I think happened.
Well, sir, your barrier said lives are our friends, and you're offering us shelter as well. You're a kind-hearted man in this dreary town.
I have the kindness of all. Be you Outlanders at all, I owed it to your kind to give you protection, being as it was my magic that was used against my will to hurt people. I take issue with how I was used in that, and I cannot deny the sheriff and these townsfolk, but I cannot deny that I have been used to hurt your kind in the past. What I can extend you now I consider good faith on the subject of my past misdeeds. Be it against my will or not, I was still used in this way. And I fear that one day I may be used against you as well. But for now, you're welcome in my church.
Why do you feel so strongly aligned with the sheriff? If he's
I'm
making
not
you do
aligned
these
with him.
things.
I do not like Sheriff Good. He's an unkind man that is prone to... He's prone to see every shadow and every possibility as evil. And it's, to be frank with you, something I understand in the evils of this land. There's everything around this turn, and he's just been a sheriff for a while. And I hate to tell you guys, every time he turns over a rock, he finds some new horror. And children are disappearing, and people look to him to find them. And good God, if he goes beyond the barrier, there's so many things out there that could have taken them. I understand that, if you know what I mean. I understand how horrible it is to be in his position. And I understand why he looks to you all as an easy source of... well, a scapegoat, if you will. I hate to say that I understand that, but I do. And I would hate to see that you guys ended into opposition with him. I'd rather just hide you away and let everybody be their way. Save as much life as we can, if you know what I mean. I cannot bring the Outlanders back that have lost this day, or tomorrow, or yesterday, but I can help you now, so I extend it in good faith.
Well, thank you.
You, my good friend, I would extend faith as is. Anything to have a lovely creature such as yourself in my presence. Excuse me, that's inappropriate.
Liv will just wink at him.
Oh! His old bones feel alive again.
Well, maybe we should let these guys go to bed and we can have some stories.
Ooh, I would love to do that. I have some lovely, well, communal wine, if you will. If anyone would like to have a glass, let's go inside. And the friar's going to usher you into his church, and that's going to be this session, because it is now 9 o'clock, which is exactly 2 hours and 15 minutes after the start of this. Actually, that's not true. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, or a little bit over. Anyways.
Well done.
I'm getting better at timing, right? Come on, give me credit. Give me credit.
Yeah.
I'm a little over. Getting better. Getting better. All right, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the Pen and Paper Pod. This has been Revon Gothica tonight. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got on Twitch. I need to check Twitch a little bit more often as I'm gonna kind of want to see a Wereturtle. Yeah, everybody was really looking for that Wereturtle. I have to admit, opportunity still.
I tried twice.
Jacob is over. Yeah, I was about to say. I could tell at the end you were like, "Don't bite me," you know, like okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The town gets to live another week.
Well, let's
Just
see if
one
Friar Fair can talk you guys out of it with his love of jackamelons. I feel bad about the jackamelons. I totally ripped off Gravity Falls for that. Anyways, from everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod and by extension the Tuscan Shed Media Network, this has been Sikes, played by Tanner.
Fire is so nice. I'm sad I made a rumor about him.
Yeah. Silver, played by Chesh.
That's me.
Sniff, played by Justin.
Don't get bit by a werewolf. It's not fun.
Savannah, played by Ange.
Good night.
Liviette, played hornily by Karina. Sorry. I don't know, man. I love it. I love it. It was amazing. I love this. I love you, like, being an ancient elf, like stirring away this priest from his order. It's beautiful. I love it. And of course, Alpha, played by Max.
I would have gone away with it too if it weren't for this meddling priest.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Head on over and check out our link tree. So it's in the discussion. You can check out our link tree, which has all the links. Go on onto our Discord. Get in there and get involved. There's a lot of nice memes, a lot of fun stuff that I'm putting in there. We're going to be doing a couple more things. I think tonight is going to be the first night that we're going to do our after session, talking about the mechanics of our D&D session. We'll be streaming that. I think I'm going to... I'm gonna steal Justin for one night for about 30 minutes. Check those after streams, and we're also gonna be doing abbreviated. Sikes has been lovely enough to edit down our streams into really nice abbreviated versions. So we'll go ahead and check that out, and I think we're gonna be running those as reruns, and I'm so excited to start those as well. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, thanks for listening.